Yo, yo, yo. Salute. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Welcome back. We got another episode and a great video for you guys, showing you guys how to dominate the NBA. And in spite of all the precautions and safety measures that are put in place in regards to parlays, we do occasionally dabble in the parlay market. And we definitely have to celebrate these back-to-back parlay winners, because these are very difficult bets, especially when you include underdog money line plays in these parlays, which magnify your odds. You definitely got to celebrate and champion those wins, especially when it's multiple leg parlays. Not just the typical two team parlay. You know, these odds are quite ridiculous, and we're gonna get into what we decided to attack yesterday and for what specific reasons. I already made a video yesterday, quickly summarizing some of the plays we had attacked earlier in the day, and we went to bed. There was still one game going on at the time, and basically to just complete the parlay that we had we gave out, and it was available on Instagram and Twitter for people to get in contact with me and reach out and purchase that specific parlay. And it was amazing. It was incredible. The odds, the payout, the return on your investment was very substantial. And I definitely want to say congratulations to the community once again on another amazing night. A great conclusion. Wake up this morning and the account is looking very healthy and even more fruitful than it was yesterday. So definitely I gotta appreciate those type of things, especially nowadays with everything going on all across the world. Um, it's very difficult to gain some residual income or an additional revenue stream. So without further ado, we'll get into what we decided to attack yesterday. But salute to everybody who took it upon themselves to reach out to me and get that one-on-one consultation, that we've been promoting all across our platforms. My favorite underdog of the day yesterday, and I definitely mentioned this more than a handful of times to the people that were able to take advantage of the consultations, was the New Orleans Pelicans to defeat the Denver Nuggets yesterday. There were so many things about that game that I loved. I felt like we had an edge on the spread, and I felt like the money line was very attractive. Paired with Gematria, I feel like we were in a great position to take advantage of another underdog, right? On this platform, we'd never focus on huge money line favorites, such as the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets were about a minus 250, 230 money line favorite. And, these are games that we will never, ever recommend, just because of how volatile they can be, how idiotic they are when it comes to betting strategies. And just this is one of the worst habits in sports handicapping. It's just attacking these huge money line favorites, trying to chase a victory, a win, or whatever the case may be, right? So I just want to go over yesterday and highlight some of the big money line favorites that destroyed people's parlays and that that we're gonna highlight as just stupid bets, right? So let's take a look. So yesterday, these are the money line prices from yesterday. Obviously, the money lines are different depending on where what book and where you put your action. But so yesterday, the Charlotte Hornets were a minus 280, minus 300 money line. They lost to Cleveland. Anybody who decided to put their money behind the Charlotte Hornets, a big money line favorite, got destroyed. Okay, that's one. There were 9 games on the slate yesterday, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were six games with huge money line prices that are way beyond our range of recommendation, right? So let's just highlight them. So we're talking about the games that actually lost, underdogs that won. Charlotte minus 300 money line favorite, lost. Okay. Denver Nuggets minus 220, minus $250 money line, loss. Portland minus 350, minus 200, all the way down to game time, minus 230. Money line favorite underdog. Money line favorite lost to Oklahoma City. So out of 6 ridiculous money line favorites, 3 of those games, the underdogs won. So that's a huge percentage of underdogs to win on one specific night with those crazy, crazy money lines, right? And of those crazy money lines, obviously Boston was such a ridiculously high money line favorite. We could pretty much scratch that off the board, right? So really, there were 5 huge money line favorites, and of those 5, 3 of those games, the underdog won, right? Including our New Orleans Pelicans for a return of plus almost 200. So salute to the entire community, the Sharks, the veterans, and everybody who took it upon themselves to reach out for those one-on-one consultations. Putting their money where their mouth is, investing the time, and speaking some strategy with me before the day started, and being able to take advantage of a great, great underdog. And I think it was, yeah. So besides the Charlotte Hornets, that was besides the Charlotte Hornets, yeah, that was pretty much the biggest underdog on the night. Oklahoma City and New Orleans were about the same money line underdogs. So yeah, it's incredible. It's amazing when you can hit underdogs like that, and then not only money line, but when you include them in a parlay, that's about 3 or 4 legs. You're magnifying your odds ridiculously, right? So the New Orleans Pelicans was our favorite underdog of the day yesterday, our only underdog of the day yesterday that we gave out. And we definitely want to celebrate that win because it was incredible, right? We loved it, and so let's just highlight yesterday. We'll quickly go over the games that we already discussed in the previous video. Hold on, let me see. Oh wow, I wasn't even showing you guys that. Okay, hold on. So I'll show you guys right now. So these were the betting odds that I was discussing, right? Obviously, you see Charlotte minus 280, minus 300 money line favorite. Then we'll go down. You see New Orleans Pelicans plus 195. The Denver was minus 225, minus 260 money line favorite, and Portland a minus 300 money line favorite lost to Oklahoma City. So these were the games I was talking about. Sorry guys, I wasn't sharing the screen. Um, but this is these were the money line prices from yesterday, right? So it's definitely amazing when you could bang the second biggest underdog on the day, especially when you include it with your parlay. So I'll quickly go over yesterday and summarize the plays because we already did a video focusing yesterday on the straight plays. Obviously, the Chicago Bulls, we love to pick up that 33rd win on the day, leaving 330 days left in the year. Numerology 0 has no value, so 330 could be looked upon as number 33. Bulls pick up that 33rd win. Bulls equals 33 in reverse full reduction, and they were playing Indiana. Indiana equaling 137. The 33rd prime number. Big 33 connections between these two teams on a very important day, leaving 330 days remaining left in the year. We loved the Bulls yesterday to defeat the Indiana Pacers, right? Also, Toronto Raptors. We loved them to pick up that 28th win yesterday. Yesterday it was 28 date numerology. 2 plus 4, date plus the month, 2 plus 4 equals 6, plus the year, 22 equals 28. Raptors pick up their 28th win versus the Hawks, which equals 28 in reverse full reduction, right? And then Raptors equaling 107, the 28th prime number. 28 connection between these two teams on the 28 date numerology made perfect sense. So we love them as well. And our last game of the day, and this one really needs to be highlighted too, because salute to everybody that fully supports my content, my decodes, believes in the numbers, and aggressively attacks these games responsibly. The Dallas Mavericks were down 16 points to the 76ers, right? And the Dallas Mavericks were the last leg of the parlay, of the main parlay, the 3-team parlay between Dallas, Toronto Raptors, and the Chicago Bulls, right? So Chicago won the game, Toronto won the game, and we were waiting on the Dallas Mavericks game, right? Mavericks were down 16 points. You had an opportunity in the game to grab the Dallas Mavericks at plus $400 to come back and win the game, which they absolutely did. came back from 16 down, won the game, took over the second half, and completed our parlay, which paid you about 2.3 to 1 return on your investment. So $100 would have brought you a little bit over $230. Great, return in a matter of less than 24 hours, about 6 hours, right? You got a great return on a three-team parlay right there. Dallas Mavericks completing the three-team parlay, but everybody who took it upon themselves to reach out for a consultation was able to include the New Orleans Pelicans not only money line at plus 195, but in the parlay as well to make it a four-leg parlay and giving you odds of over 18 to 1 last night. So the New Orleans Pelicans paid out big time, not only on the money line, but completing our parlay all across the board. Four teams, $100 would have brought you over $1,800 yesterday. And I'll show you guys exactly what I mean, right? So you had the Chicago Bulls minus 115 money line, Toronto Raptors minus 150 money line. Dallas Mavericks by game time were a 1.5 point underdog, so they were plus 110. And then you have the New Orleans Pelicans were plus 195. $100 parlay, including those teams, brought you $1,830.33 return. Over 18 to 1 on your money. ROI, great return, incredible return. That's like some fake crypto shit that you hear about going on all across the world each day. And even crypto is not giving you an 18 to 1 return in less than a 24-hour period. These are incredible numbers, okay? The parlays that we're putting out are magic. The streaks that we're going on are really unmatched by anybody else. And not only that, but the strategies and the disciplines that we promote are saving people money even when they lose. Okay, so you want to minimize your losses, maximize your profits. Anybody that that recommended the Portland Trailblazers yesterday minus 300, the Denver Nuggets yesterday minus 230, and the Charlotte Hornets yesterday at minus 300, all destroyed their memberships, all destroyed their bankroll, right? By backing these huge money line favorites, which is an absolute no-no. It's something that we've never done. We've always promoted against that, and we speak logically on why that is very, very idiotic when it comes to sports betting, sports handicapping, or whatever, sports decoding. It's one of the worst habits that you can promote. And like we said yesterday, there were six huge money line favorites. One of them was just out of this world with Boston being a 600 money line favorite, but five other big money line favorites, and out of those five, three underdogs won. You know, and there was a bunch of games yesterday on the slate that you could have attacked, and you didn't have to attack these huge money line favorites. Chicago Bulls, great riddle, minus 115. Toronto Raptors had a great riddle yesterday, minus 140, minus 150. New Orleans Pelicans had a great riddle yesterday, plus 200. Even the Dallas Mavericks had a great riddle yesterday, and they were plus 110. So many wins on the board yesterday, and you didn't have to attack these huge money line favorites. That's why it's so frustrating for me when people come in and ask me, "Oh, what do you think about this team that's minus $300? Should I include them in my parlay?" Why? It's destroying your odds. There's certain cases where it makes sense when the riddle's absolutely amazing, and there's just not many games on the slate, so you kind of like you kind of want to maybe put together a couple money line favorites, with the trying to get at least a 1-to-1 return on your money, right? While also protecting the amount of money that you put at risk. In that case, it makes perfect sense. But on a night like last night, when there was so many wins on the board, so many great riddles besides these huge money lines, again, we just have to highlight the strategies and the expertise that we're using paired with gematria, as well as the incredible experience that we've had over the last 3 years. That puts us in the top percent to be able to recommend these specific games and be fully comfortable with the games we decide to attack. It's not by accident that the results are so consistent and the decodes are so potent the numbers we speak about are being played out within the game, right? And it's amazing, right? So, one of the reasons why we loved the New Orleans Pelicans yesterday, I'll get to the chat when I'm done, right? But one of the reasons why we loved the Pelicans yesterday is a couple of different reasons, but it was really about the number 32, right? So Pelicans stayed on 32 wins. That's a very, very big number with the Denver Nuggets. Denver equaling 32 in the purest cipher, right? New Orleans remains on 32 losses versus Denver equaling 32. Denver also became 13-1 at home, like the number 131, because in numerology 0 has no value. 13-10 at home looks like the number 131, which is the 32nd prime number, and it just lets you know how important the number 32 is, because it played out not just in the Pelicans record, but in the Nuggets record as well. 13-10 at home, like 131, the 32nd prime number. And it made perfect sense for the Pelicans to remain on 32 losses versus the team, which equals 32, because Portland's next opponent is the Houston Rockets. Houston equals 32 in reverse full reduction. So these are one of the reasons why we took advantage of not only the New Orleans Pelicans plus 6 points, which was I felt like that line, we had such an edge on that line. I felt like 6 points was way too much. Hammered the New Orleans Pelicans on the spread. But on the money line as well, plus 200. Great return. Amazing. And shout out to, crazy day yesterday. Over 5 on our plays. When you include the Dallas Mavericks money line live bet, that's 6-0 on the day. We had the Bulls, Toronto Raptors, New Orleans Pelicans, Dallas Mavericks money line within the game, as well as the New Orleans Pelicans plus the 6 points. So, a 6-0 day, really, really incredible. Both parlays hit all across the board. And one of the parlays, the biggest parlay of the day, brought you an over 18-1 return on your money. So, congratulations. Yesterday was such an incredible day. We just had to get back on, make a video, and highlight the way we were able to attack it. That's back-to-back days of giving out parlays and parlay winners, perfect parlays back to back, as well as continuing the streak that we're on and just destroying the NBA. And one night alone last night, we were 6-0 in the NBA. Add that on top of the streak we're already currently on. These streaks are unmatched in the world of sports handicapping. There's nobody doing it like it. And once again, we're in a crazy percent of success, as well as consistency. So let's just we'll highlight some of the things. Obviously, we got some people reaching back out to us. For those of you that don't follow me already on YouTube, just click the subscribe button. Also, YouTube now has a join button where you can fully support your content creator for a very, very reasonable price. Salute to Coach K. Reaching out to us and just reminding the people of how much of an amazing night it was last night. Those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, the Twitter is right here. That's MRFUTUR, the number 3 and S on Twitter. We definitely get a lot of content out on there. Speak about a couple of different things, and it's one of the ways to reach me. As well as, this is the Twitter right here. So yesterday, once the Dallas Mavericks came back, it was an amazing victory, over plus 400, return on your money just within less than an hour, right? It was the second half. Dallas Mavericks trailed by as much as 16 points, or maybe it was the first half. But at some point, they trailed at as much as 16 points. Got in there for a plus 400 return, and had to celebrate that. So this is my Twitter right here for you guys that don't know. MRFUTUR, number 3 and S. Just reminding people, and if you're not already following me, get on over there, get them likes up, get some comments going. We want to get more interaction across these platforms so people know exactly what we're doing, right? Also on Instagram, it definitely is a private account. So when you reach out to me, definitely just send a message, let me know who you are. But this is the Instagram. There's only one Instagram account that I have. Beware of people that pretending to be me. And also beware of a bunch of frauds that are trying to use gematria and trying to scam people out of money, right? You definitely need to be very, very selective of the people that you choose to support, and never blindly support somebody. Ask questions, inquire, get details, and definitely pay attention to key characteristics and how they carry themselves, not only with their wins but with their losses as well. So, speaks volumes about a person, and we definitely want to keep moving in the direction that we are, but we're definitely celebrating our wins along the way. This streak has been amazing. Uh, Starting off February just how we finished January with these continuing these amazing streaks, and especially when you can put together multiple parlays. It's really the most difficult bet to hit in sports handicapping, and people really need to appreciate that and show love, right? Um, this world is all about energy and paying it forward. I do put in a lot of work on a daily basis, take away time from my family, my loved ones, and personal things that I got to get done, right? To be able to put this content out. And, people should really pay it forward, right? Uh, let's see. So on that note, we got a bunch of things to get into for today. I'll get out of here and get to work. But before I go, I'll check in with the chat and see what's going on. Salute to everybody. Thank you for watching the video. It's really cool. Salute Polished Diamond. Appreciate it. Yeah. So again, some of those risks that you took on those huge money line favorites definitely don't pay off, right? People see the huge money lines and they think that it's a guaranteed victory, right? And that's one of the biggest flaws when it comes to sports handicapping. It's kind of a joke. A lot of people chase these wins just to be able to say, "Oh, I got to win." You know what I mean? But really, it's one of the most idiotic strategies you can apply, and that is how Vegas continues to be a winning and successful business year in and year out. They kill people with the spreads, and they kill people with these huge money line favorites that people love to take, right? Um, Scott, I don't know what's going on, man. Reach out to me on Instagram, and I don't know. I've never gotten that complaint from anybody else. Everybody else is receiving the content as soon as it's published. They get an email alert and an email notification letting them know exactly what's been put out. And I want to remind people again too, when you receive the content that we're publishing for the day, when it includes our decode, make sure that you scroll all the way down to the end of the content. Don't just see the top and just wonder where the rest of it is. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the content. Sometimes we do have add-on things that are available, like yesterday's parlay was an add-on play as well. So scroll all the way down. Make sure you're reading the whole entire decode and all the content that's being published, and stop asking me the same questions. People aren't reading the entire post, and it's really frustrating to be dealing with the same questions 20 times a day when all you have to do is just read the entire post, right? Salute to Red Fly. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. And you as well, Art. I see you. Thank you for joining us. Get them likes up while you're in here. Once the video goes up, make sure y'all promoting this video. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Instagram. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because what we're doing over here is really incredible. It's unmatched. And, if it was so easy, a lot of people would be doing it, but they're definitely not, right? So we definitely want to highlight what we're doing and congratulate ourselves. If nobody else is going to congratulate us, we'll pat ourselves on the back and we'll congratulate ourselves. So, appreciate that. Salute to everybody in the chat. And as we love to say on this channel, gematria at its finest. Easy as 1, 2, 3. I'll see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy, some time with your family and loved ones. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Salute.